Come over this way. Last chance.
Okay. So when we started out this morning, we were talking about doing exactly what you're seeing here with two round pieces of fabric sewed together, and then the balloon is sort of inflated, and then hopefully at some point the fabric that is still open gets closed off. A tail gets added for stability, and then you bring your pulleys down. One of the other options that we looked at was structure for the balloon, so that you can make this hard shell on the exterior, insert the balloon inside and inflate it without having to worry about closing anything off or sewing anything or capping the balloon. And then the same sort of concept with the tail reaching beyond. The equipment sitting down. Would you like to point out the equipment sitting down there? It's that little piece of wood sitting down under the balloon, and then the ties coming down so that you can hold it at the ground.
What are the fin and the aerodynamics really correlates. A couple of the sensors that we're looking at is wind speed and direction. And so the compass on the digital compass on the sensor kit is oriented with the balloon, and as the balloon rotates, it acts as a weather vane and wind vane. It tells us which direction the wind's blowing from. And the empty breakout for where our wind speed sensor would go then gives us the wind speed at that direction. And so this gives us a lot of pretty interesting information. We can find out if, depending on where the wind's blowing from, we're getting different point sources of pollution, so we can pinpoint exactly what's happening and where it's coming from or where it's going to potentially.
If this is a balloon that is supposed to fly, why do you have to lift it?
Because there's no helium in it.
We're running in a simulator. It's like the iPhone simulator.
Sorry.
It's just emulating.
And the balloon is full of candy.
And so the last thing that we did is Albert is holding this prototype of our egg. So we kind of glossed over this in our super redonkulous Ignite talk, but there's two parts to the egg. There's a sensor box that's outside, and then this egg will be on the desk in your house. And then basically it will be transmitting the data to the internet, but also gives, so it's touch sensitive so that it can be a button. And it also has a light in it. So like I said, we don't know what either one of these things will do, but they're programmable. So someone will think of something. So anyway.
It's a Yankee score.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so anyway, that might be what the egg looks like. Good.